Hello, welcome back. We are in some low tier action. Now, before you recognize this, it isn't completely bots. There is one human on the enemy team in the Dreadnought. Just one enemy. But the reason we're showing this is because one, it's a massive amount of medals. And two, it really illustrates why this ship was removed. Yes, this ship, KONIG Albert was removed specifically for this purpose. You put a 21-point Lucian's captain on this thing, and it's basically an unstoppable war machine at this tier. Now, you have to keep in mind, this ship was removed a long time ago. Like, we're talking at least, I want to say 2019, but also remember, at around that time, Confederate, Kraken, First Blood, Double Strike, High Caliber, all those medals gave flags. So people would literally jump into a KONIG Albert and come down the low tier and just basically seal club their way to basically getting flags. I did it, except I did it more in the Ichizuki, or what they call the Zucchini, the tier 4 premium Japanese battleship. I did it mostly in that ship because a lot of players at tier 4 don't have a lot of DCPs and are more likely to DCP the first fire. And Ichizuki would basically, it's basically a mini Zao. It's basically a mini Zao at tier 4. So I'd throw my Zao captain on it, go down, seal club, and basically burn the hell out of everything. And you know, there were times I'd get some pretty good Krakens. Not a lot, but it was just nice to flambe. And also like ones like Arsonist, Fireproof, Witherer, you know, all those medals could basically be farmed at low tier. Fortunately, it's probably a good thing they did prevent, well, honestly, I'm still divided on, taking the flags away from the achievements. I think there needs to be incentive to do good, and I think the flags were a good thing. And they did say a long time ago that they were thinking about finding something to tie in with them, but they never did. So an achievement's literally just an achievement. Whereas before, when the flags were there, that was actually something worth, it was okay, this was great. But now, not so much. And keep in mind that I don't have any flags on this at all. There's no flags, no secondary flag. There is 0 flags on here. So you're literally just seeing a 21-point captain at low tier. And you do realize that you can get all 5 guns on a broadside in this thing. All 5 guns can fire on a broadside. For most ships that you're facing, that's not a lot of guns. Like the, what's tier 3 one? The Kawachi? That one's garbage. That one's terrible. I mean, I'll be honest. I played the Kawachi. I hated that thing. South Carolina, the tier 3 with the, I believe it only has 2 gun turrets, I believe it, 2. Again, against those kind of ships versus a KONIG Albert, even a Dreadnought or the Infallible, basically any of the British ones versus a KONIG Albert, it's a big difference. There is just a massive difference between this ship and every other tier 3 battleship there. It is horrendously overpowered. I literally took it in. I got massive amounts of medals. Cap, literally, I sent a picture to Tap thinking, okay, it's a little overpowered. He takes his in, and he ends up getting a Kraken, and he had a Samson in the game with him that was a human, and both of them ended up getting Krakens. And then I played a match with Cap later in the KONIG Albert, and he still ended up getting his second Kraken in it. And at this tier, there's not a lot of ships that can fight a German battleship like this. I mean, I'm sorry, there isn't. Unless you can get torp spammed by a dirt ski, but that's about it. Now we do see our other human is on the other side. He did pick up a close quarters, but he is he's not having too much luck over there. I mean, he's got 4 bot ships bearing down on him. Now keep in mind, that would not be a huge amount if he was in a KONIG Albert. If it was in a KONIG Albert, that'd be pretty much like smooth sailing. We pick up our Dev Strike and our Confederate and our Double Strike. Okay, there are torps coming in, but we still got plenty of health to deal with it. Like, we didn't really lose that much. And even then, you know, and there's our high caliber. There goes our secondary skill. I was honestly really hoping, truthfully, that the Dreadnought would be able to kill everything on that side, and then it would just be him and me going at it one-on-one. I thought it would be a great end to a battle, but not so much. He does not have much luck. And like, I've still got a 21-point cap, and I got like 5 heals on this thing. So you can imagine a bunch of these coming down and basically seal clubbing when there were flags. A little overpowered. Now keep in mind, I only came down because I was wanting to get like Arsonist and like those kind of medals because of that whole steampunk thing going on. But about halfway through this, when I realized I was getting these kind of medals, I was like, let's just play it. But keep in mind, you know, I have over 10,000, or okay, not 10,000, but I have like 4,000 more HP than the Dreadnought does. And Dreadnought is a premium also. I will say though that the guns aren't that accurate. The guns aren't that accurate, by far. They're very inaccurate. You did see me getting some decent hits on cruisers, but again, they're cruisers. If I'm shooting a cruiser, aiming in the right place, you're obviously going to get a Citadel and damage. I mean, that's just a given. But you do see that the Dreadnought not having much fun over there. Not having much fun. Not at all. Not at all. And this ship is still removed. I only got this ship during one of the summer sale events, actually. That, you know, you could get enough tickets or coins and you could get the KONIG Albert. I picked it up. I know it's popped up and out every now and again. I want to say you could still get it in Christmas containers, but I'm pretty doubtful on that one. I don't believe so. I know it does pop up every now and then. If you're just looking for a fun little ship to go Seal Club at, it's not a bad ship. But it really isn't much anymore. I mean, it really isn't. I mean, you can see even with, you know, the full secondary, it takes a while for those secondaries to hit anything. I mean, we ended up with 6 kills and like 2 close quarters. I did kind of want to get the 7th kill though. I did. I still remember my first Kraken was in a St. Louis at tier 3, and it was a 7-kill game. And it was a close game too. I had to fight for that Kraken. I remember that. It was one of my first matches as a newbie player also, so it stands out. I think a lot of people will probably remember their first Kraken. I mean, I do. But you just kind of see he's just kind of weathering all those shots, and then the Dreadnought the KONIG comes in and basically knocks off 6k of his health. I feel bad for him though, I really do. And, you know, we're taking good chunks off of him. We're not going to get the kill, though. He's going to die to a torp. But still, you know, a little overpowered. Just a little bit overpowered. It's obviously, this is the most overpowered ship at Tier 3. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I don't even have to hover over the meadows. I mean, it's just a little overpowered. Just a little bit overpowered. Now, he does get his close quarters, but then compared to what the KONIG Albert can do, huge difference. Now, looking at the secondaries, you know, okay, we did about 80,000 with our guns, and then we fired over 700 secondary shells for about 40,000. Really adds up real quickly. But even then, the torps that we did take didn't really do much to us. Really didn't do hardly anything to us. Really didn't. I mean, maybe if we'd taken more, it might have did something, but she weathers torps. The really thing that, I mean, of course, this ship would only fight against like KONIG Albert, Arkansas Beta, Ichizuchi. What are all those ships don't have? They don't have AA. They don't have AA. So a lot of these ships are basically neutered by the fact of AA. Unfortunately, I don't think I mean, I don't play enough Tier 4 anymore, but I know when I did used to play it every now and then, I still run into carriers. I know Arkansas Beta has been Arkansas Beta, Nikolai, Imperial Nikolai, a lot of those overpowered Tier 4 ships are in a sense balanced by the carrier rework. I imagine with the newer one going on, I would just say we might see a return of those ships to Tier 4. I think of the lack of autonomy that the airplanes have, I think those ships would definitely see a return to popularity per se. But that is a KONIG Albert. It's very overpowered. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It's an overpowered warship by far.